Everybody stand, please. Mr. Doss.
You were asking for the cost.
Would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I officially call this meeting to order. Roll call. Tom, present. Jeff Doss, present.
Randy present.
Randy, present.
Wes present.
Wes, present. Got my glasses
Not recording.
today. Look at that.
It's not.
Jeff.
Hold on.
Wes, we're good there.
She's trying to.
You just gotta, Tony, you gotta keep up. We ain't got time for all this.
I'm trying, but it won't.
Well, Pledge of Allegiance is done. I make a motion we approve the previous minutes meetings. Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. You won't catch up. I have approval. I will make a motion to approve the claims from
Why is it not?
from this month. Do I have a second? Aye.
Aye.
Approval of monthly bank rec statements, outstanding transactions, adjustment fund appropriation revenue reports, March 2026. I make a motion we accept. Do I have a second?
Where we at?
Here.
What did you do last time? Do you remember?
Right here.
Well, yep.
I don't know.
All in favor?
It's recording,
Aye.
but it's not streaming
Oh,
on our
Jeff
YouTube.
second for the record, and we both.
Well, if it's recording, you can save it and put it out there later.
Aye.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's
Alright.
supposed to do. It's not streaming, but it is
Just put it in
recording.
you can just put it in the minutes that you had a
Technical
technology
difficulty.
You can just leave it recording and.
Just let it
It's
record.
recording. She can post it later.
You can post it, put it in your minutes that you were unable to stream due to a
Yeah.
technological issue.
Okay.
That's okay. I mean, the statute says if you have a problem like that, you're just supposed to note it in your minutes that you have technical difficulties.
We're considered rural. Right? Wes?
Right, right.
All right, old business. 2026 claims, update from Tony on general marshal gross payroll, it's all that.
Oh, when Bill questioned last month on the accounts
Fine.
payable voucher register summary, the marshal thinking we, paid Eric 5,000 and some dollars. It's the total of the payroll, but because these boxes are so small and you can't list every fund that was paid out of, that just so happens to be the one that comes up first. And I printed this so you could see,
I have no issues with that.
so.
I'll just say that it's been discussed, there's no issue. Moving on.
Yep.
Ordinance 2026-3, amending water use ordinance.
So I made those changes that we talked about. I think I got everything. I even added a bit on there. Tony emailed me Monday, was that Monday, about the collection. I added that last paragraph. Just kind of, we talked about this last month and procedures of shut off and when to shut off, all that good stuff. So nothing really new. It's just incorporating the changes we discussed last month.
Now, did that bring up what we talked about in the office the other day about with the landowner or the property owner?
Probably not.
'Cause
That's gonna be something we need to discuss with Wes real quickly, if you don't mind just going
Sure.
into it, even though it's kind of new business.
Yeah.
Take off one. So the situation we have, which I talked to Tony on the phone, I haven't had a chance to talk to Jeff yet about it, but, so, we gotta find a way to make these people, the landowner, property owner, responsible for the property and property damage on town property.
Okay.
So, we're looking where they sign a contract, town of Ridgeville,
Right.
they're ultimately, it's their property.
All right.
We have no control over where they rent to. But at the end of the day, so if there's damage done to town utilities, meters, pits, everything else, I believe the property owner is responsible for that.
The problem with that is that the legislature passed a law a couple of years ago on the behest of all the landlords around the world in the state of Indiana that basically pretty well prohibits going after the owner if they're not on the contract, if they don't sign. But do you require, so if they
I
own
want
a
a
property,
contract that states they're both on it.
well, and that's tough. I'm not.
legitimate.
Yeah, and you can't do that really anymore. The statute's pretty vague. It says that you can require other creditworthiness. It's really vague about what you can require, but it's pretty clear the legislature, this is about 3 or 4 years ago maybe.
I remember it.
Maybe they passed a law and they said, you can't go after the owner anymore if they don't live there. So if you're renting it out, your remedy is to go against the
So-
renter.
Can I run a credit check on the renter and tell the landlord he cannot rent to them?
Yes, you can do that. The statute says you can ensure the credit, to take whatever reasonable steps to ensure the credit worthiness of the applicant or the
So
person,
therefore,
customer.
we can deny the renter the
I think
ability,
you
and
could do that.
then the actual property owner would have to take responsibility
Yes.
for the renter.
Yes, I think you could, if you had a policy that said we'd run a credit check on all, new customers, new service requests, and I would set some standards, what's your cutoff, do you have
Just in general,
you
what
know,
we're looking for.
but what's the criteria that you're gonna say, this person can't have water in their name? Like, is it
Somebody else somewhere else has already crossed this bridge.
yeah,
So I'll just do whatever's typical or normal, because the thing is, we're gonna get hung
Yeah.
every single time on this.
I know.
So here's the deal: you really want to. We can't we consider them for credit worthiness, and we're not willing to put the utility in their name. So then the landlord has to take that responsibility. Then at that point, they are then responsible for any damages.
So even the landlord signing the applications with the
No,
tenants is
it
not
doesn't go
gonna
It's-
hold up.
no. I mean,
Doesn't
I've
do
tried
that.
that, and when push comes to shove, I don't think it's enforceable. Okay, we did that for a little while, and I think it was in Dunkirk. We made the landlords come in with soon when they passed this, and I got some pushback. And I said when we did it, I said I don't really know if this will fly, right?
We did it for a while with Reggie also.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
Well,
Until they changed the law.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
Because it required both of
In
them.
today's atmosphere, it does
So-
not work. So.
Right.
Question I have, we had a guy that was renting, well, he was buying a house on contract.
Mhm.
He never went and got anything switched over, so like he didn't have anything recorded, so it's still in the original owner's name. Well, now he didn't pay his bill and there's damages down there. So if we go and file a lien, like can we file a lien on
We
that
have-
Well,
house?
you can do
or-
a sewer lien, but the water you'll have to collect through, collection process. Go through court, a small claims proceeding. So you'll have to, the fees and fines and things related to water. The sewer liens you can do because there's a statute on sewage. But again, you're running into that problem of there's a statute that says you can't hold the owner of the property responsible if they're not the ones living there. And I take that, the way they worded it to mean that that covers contract sale situations too, in addition to landlord tenant where they're just
But
renting it.
we can draft a contract in the town of Ridgeville, even though the state statute says that the property owner, if we deem them unable to credit worthiness,
Right.
they take responsibility or they can't rent to that person. They can't put the utility in their name.
I mean, you could have a policy that says we're gonna run a credit check and we're gonna make sure this person is worthy of, a worthy risk essentially. And just say, no, we're not gonna.
The utility cannot be turned on.
Can't
in
be
their
on in the
name.
renter's name because of they don't meet our credit criteria.
Can you draft us something like
Yeah,
that?
I can
Figure
look
that
at
out?
something
Get
like
me-
that.
Let's be ahead of this.
Does the law make it that you can't put it in the owner's name?
Well, they can.
Can we require that?
No.
I thought that's what we
No,
No, but I
discussed.
can deny.
Oh, I know
the
that.
individual
Yeah, I didn't think we
credit
could put it in their
worthiness.
name.
It's kinda
Have
just
to.
It's just
Yeah.
another fence you
You
to
can't-
jump.
Yeah, you can't make it. a
Because Phil
requirement.
Philbaum tried that, if you remember.
Yeah, and so that's based on that that statute.
Okay.
That's kind of prohibited. But yeah, if you deny the tenant and they still want to rent it,
So
to
we
the
call
tenant,
around
then you
last
say,
three
well,
places they live, they never paid their water bill, and say, no, we're not gonna allow the utility to be in your
Right.
name. You wanna live there, you have to work it out with your.
yeah, you could just come up
Property
with
manager.
a form. They put that to your application
Yeah.
form. Give me your last three
Can you work
addresses.
on
or
that for us
something.
for the next meeting?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Wes. Any other, questions, council? Randy,
No.
on that?
You got a motion on the ordinance?
Yeah, I make a motion that we accept and pass ordinance 2026-3, an ordinance amending the town of Ridgeville, Indiana water use ordinance. I don't have to read it more than once, Wes, anymore. Good enough. If no questions about that, I'll have to ask, any questions about the ordinance?
If you pass it unanimously, you don't have to do it twice.
Cheeseman property, bids were received, reviewed, what is the next step?
Now that you've got the bids, and I think we tabled them the last time so you could compare them and make sure they met the specifications that we put out there. So now if you're ready to go forward, you can award one. You could reject them all if you're not happy with any of them and then start over. But those are your choices, either to accept one and award it, or to reject them all and say none of these are really what we were looking for, and I guess take another stab at trying to bid it out.
Big difference.
Yeah.
I know some people bid extremely high if they don't want the job, so if
Yeah.
some people don't do it, they end up with it, they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
This doesn't stay.
And I think a couple of them, I think we talked about, I don't even think they came and looked.
The one gentleman did come and meet with me, I think,
Which gentleman was
from
that?
Ohio. What? I don't
So,
know.
J.S. Schroyer Group out of, Judy and Stan.
No.
They're out of Muncie.
No. Muncie. This one
I think he
here.
was the lowest, like 5,000.
He was, this guy's.
No, the one that came.
$49.95.
Yeah.
So this is the guy.
He's the one that came and met with me.
Alexandria, Ohio.
Yep, he came and met with me on a Friday morning for about 45 minutes, looked at the sewer, water. He was the one that had the question about the pole out front, if it was to come out or not.
Well, I say we move on it. What we have to do is accept the bid and then move forward and then we
Yep,
do the
but just
claim.
let them know and do the claim.
Jeff would like to make a motion for this. I think we'll ask for. Motion to accept.
Motion to
Jeff
accept.
makes a motion to accept the bid from Rock Ridge Excavation LLC. Come in and address the property at the corner of Highway 28 and, how's it listed in here? 106 South Walnut Street, Ridgeville, Indiana. Second the motion, all in favor? Aye. Let's get it cleaned up. Enough is enough. Top Hat, B&B Bar and Grill.
Yeah, we were wanting him to come, and then I told Tony last week, I don't know for sure if he got the notice or not, because I never got the card back, and so I don't know sure whether to expect him or not. I think what I suggested to Tony is that we maybe talk to Eric, and I will send it to Eric if that's what you guys choose to do. Is have him like hand deliver it, and
Yes.
just so he knows. I think I'd feel better about doing something as long as that he's aware that we're going to be discussing it. So if you want to do that next month at the meeting, I know Tony asked about baseball games for Randy and I on next month. There is a game that night, so if you want to think about a different meeting time.
So that was for that
That's
next
the
Tuesday?
12th. That's the 12th of May.
Can we do it again on a Wednesday?
Well, my question is, some of the stuff that I had to get going, like quickly, we had to set a public hearing for the 12th.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then if that's the case, then just
So,
have to.
we
deal with
have
it.
Well, we can hold the meeting, right? What you said. We can continue with the meeting
Yeah.
on the public hearing. I don't necessarily.
Yeah, you can have the public hearing. Let's see, on May, looking at that week.
I mean, is there an earlier time that you can be present? I don't know that we need you or not, to be honest. But I mean, if we do, I mean, can we just change the meeting time, keep the same day?
The game's at 5. I
What if we
could,
hold the meeting at 3?
On the 12th?
Advertise it. The meeting will be at 3 o'clock. I know it's not gonna fit a lot of people's
Then
schedules.
we're gonna have to come back at 6, cause it was advertised for the public hearing at 6.
Okay. Let's just have the meeting at 6. If you can't make it, you can't make it.
all right, I'll see what I can do. Maybe it'll rain out there.
Yeah, there's a good chance, maybe,
Yeah.
So
All right.
we'll continue
Okay.
with the schedule the way it is, and then, we'll just deal with it, and make it happen.
I will get that date changed in that letter, and I'll email it to Eric and just ask him to see if he could track that guy down and hand deliver to him.
Okay.
Clerk's office move. So we received the bid to bring the clerk's office down here to the library. We discussed with the library board, or the librarian, who's also, is she on the board? I don't know, whatever.
Yep, 7.
So, we're gonna make this move happen. What we're gonna do is, currently, is expand the police department into the remainder of the building there, get away from the part that keeps flooding. I would assume just tear that off, get back to the original building, the foundation where it was, that never flooded. It's the part they built on below grade. At some point, we could probably make another move if it benefited Ridgeville, but currently, I just wanna take one bite at a time, get them down here. It's gonna help Ridgeville. Don't know how much, we'll see, but it's gonna help us not have the additional, I mean, they're up there 4 days a week, plus the police department. We should probably be able to cut the utility close to in half as far as how much lights are turned on, is there in our cars more in the building or shoot, whatever. So the original bid was a little low, and by the time that we had gotten off our spot to make this happen, things have went up again, pricing wise. We allowed him to rebid his contract on it, and it come in a little bit more than original, but it was fair. As a contractor, it was fair. He was willing
To eat it.
the way he turned the bid in, he specified the time the bid was good for, but not necessarily date. You know what I mean? It wasn't included. So he rebid it and it come up a few thousand more to have it done, and it's well within the means of what it should have been. I mean, it was a bit low to begin with. So the bid for to have that move made is going to be $30,000. Come down here, build the office in, and have the clerk's office included with the library over here. You have an indoor come in, there'll be a service window, bathrooms available to the public while they're open, kind of thing. So we're gonna make a motion to move on that. So is there any public input at this point for that? I think it's better all the way around as far as I'm concerned, but again, I'm just one of however many people live here now, so. If there's no public discussion on that, I'll make a motion to accept the bid. Jeff,
Okay.
all in favor? Aye.
Now, along with that, we have to introduce this ordinance tonight for the appropriation, the additional appropriation in that edit fund for that.
So,
That's what the public.
ordinance number 2026-5, ordinance for additional appropriations. And just so the public understands, it's just not money we're pulling from accounts here and there. There's specified accounts and money in it that you can do upgrades and improvements to your town and to the building structures. It's not money you can use for roads. It's not money you can use for other things. Either you use it and use it as wisely as you can, or then you don't get more, you don't get subject to other things with grants and things. So, it's not like we're denying the fact for roads, we're trying to make appropriations to go into that next. I mean, we all know, I just passed you on one of the worst roads in Ridgeville, you know what I mean? I mean, but there's only so much we can do, and like I said, we're still fighting from the underdog
We have
position.
that like in trustee, you have a.
Yeah.
You
Now
gotta
the
use
town
it
can
for-
have all the money in the world, but you just can't move it, you just can't
Right.
use it, I mean, you can be creative, and you can also, yeah, I mean, so, you can be as creative as you'd like to, but that's kinda how it is, so, ordinance for additional appropriations, whereas it is determined and now necessary to appropriate more money than was originally appropriated in the annual budget, now therefore, section 1, be it ordained and resolved by the town of Ridgeville, Randolph County, Indiana, that for the expenses of the taxing unit, the following additional sums of money are hereby appropriated out of the funds named and the purposes specified. Such laws governing the same. Fund name, item number, funds requested, 2209 edit, Department 300 Professional Services, $35,000. I make a motion to accept.
Right.
We gotta do the public hearing, this is just an.
Oh, that's the public hearing on it, so I can
Yes.
sign that then.
Nope.
Okay, that's what we're going to continue to do. So, okay.
Do you guys need to sign on this, or no?
Want to accept his
The
bid,
estimate.
yeah, quote.
I think we need to put a sign outside that says Ridgeville Learning Center, and we get some money.
I'm close to Ellerly, you can put me, sign me out. Okay, McGuire, do we pay that invoice yet, Wes, or no?
Well, have you guys heard from
They
them?
come.
Dan came and did another inspection, got up there and looked at it. I explained to him that we thought he should grout those like it was in the contract. He said he would go back and look at the contract, and I haven't heard since.
Should I
That's
say
been
we
about
table
2
it?
weeks ago.
Okay.
I say we table it, Jeff. I make a motion we table.
I got an email for the contract and an invoice,
With the inspection or
or
whatever.
inspection and the,
Inspection.
Okay, so we're tabling this?
Yeah, not until they get it right. We're just not gonna let them off the hook on
Is this on
He
the
said he
water
couldn't-
tower?
it. Yes.
he said he couldn't see what needed grouting.
But why did he ask for it? That's what my question was.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he told me. He said,
He told me
this all
they
looks,
need to grout it.
Well, it was included in the original bid.
grout means like caulking, and he don't see where it needs it around the bases, so
Grout's considered caulking.
that's what he's talking about. 'Cause I said, what are they supposed to grout? Or what were you supposed to do? And he showed me like where the steel hits the concrete, and that you can see it. There's real like rubber caulk, and that's what, he said, I don't see where it needs it. Well, it
Should
should,
we, were we originally paying for it?
it was in the contract. I mean, it states they'll grout
Well,
the
then they
bases.
should revise their contract, ask us to re-accept and take that out. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we just need to, I would not pay it until you're satisfied that they've completed the work that you contracted for. And that's, I mean. if I-
motion to table, accepted by Jeff, all in favor, aye.
I just know when it comes time to work on it again, we're not calling them.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen he's got it scheduled in here for a washout in 26. So,
Oh, fire department roof, received quote from McGruff Roofing.
Well, I had them, since they were coming, they said they could look at the old building too, because the spot on top is way worse.
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture of it.
I got
Yeah,
pictures
it's
if you
like-
need them.
I think I sent you guys
I
pictures.
see what you're.
So, old building,
It's bad.
yeah, it's bad.
Everything's deteriorated. I don't even know what the bid is, so.
Well, he gave a bid for the top area, the large area, and then a separate
bottom,
for the
yeah.
bottom.
Holy buckets.
It basically a new roof is what it needs on both of them.
Were there $30,000 or $60,000?
Well, it's a combination of both.
60 for the upper and 30 for the lower.
54.9 for the upper, 27.6 for the lower. I'm not saying that what it's gonna cost, but that really hits deep. I mean, I don't know, I mean, why can't we patch it, repair it? I don't want a new roof on it.
Because there's nothing to fasten the rubber. That's what happened. The brick walls deteriorated, he said. He took pictures. He's got all kinds of pictures. But there's standing seam underneath it, and they put insulation.
Rubber on top.
They put insulation in between on the flat
Cover
areas,
the areas
and now
where
it's
the ribs
soaking
are.
away, deteriorated, dried out. You know, I don't know when. If somebody know when that was done, he's saying over 20 years at
I
least.
have no idea.
The rubber's even deteriorated.
It was never done, well, I've been involved with
Yeah.
council, and that's gonna be. till-
Firestone gives you a 20-year warning. 'Cause I used to put it on, so and that he said it's brittle.
That's a long time.
Yeah, so, but that's what happened on the west wall up there. All the fasteners and everything, the brick and stuff is deteriorated enough to let that all come loose.
I honestly don't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not something we have, geez, you know,
We can't.
$80,000 to deal with, $82,000 on a building that, when we tried to get rid of it or tear it down, they wouldn't let us back then because it was considered historical.
But it's not now, right? And
You
you guys
can-
have a meeting one day?
You can tear a historical building down; it just goes off the historical registry.
I don't know how they could call it that now, because if it was historical, they had to kept
I
the
don't
windows
know.
exactly the same,
I
the
just
doors.
think you guys had a meeting and said it wasn't considered
Yeah.
that.
The back part wouldn't be historical; the two bays, for
Yeah, that's
sure.
an add-on.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's not historical.
So, I mean,
You can tear a historical building down.
not without approval from IDEM, state, and DNR and everything else. I
Just
can't even work on it.
call Historical Society and tell them you're taking it off their registry.
It doesn't-
Watson did a couple in Red Key.
Yeah, I mean, if it's that National Register, if it's.
They don't give you nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, they make it a payment.
You can just contact them and take it off.
But here's the thing, you know what it's gonna cost to tear that down?
Well, I'm not saying that's what you need to do.
$250,000 to tear it down,
Yeah.
or more.
There is a grant that's out there that, you know, Dunkirk's applying for one right now to tear a building down. And I don't know if it's through Oak Grove or it might be an Oak Grove grant. So if you've got somebody here.
And they have zoning, so that helps here.
So you might be able to maybe apply for a grant to try and tear it down, if that's what you wanna do. I don't know if you got anybody locally that does Ochre grants that you can
Writes
reach
them.
out, writes them, like at the county level, or any of your economic development folks could help you with that.
I looked through their registry. I was talking to Jeff a week or two ago about that. I didn't see nothing about community development like we have. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not.
I mean,
And Jeff goes to economic development, but he says they don't do nothing.
Call her and talk to
Call
her.
Missy, ask her if there's any things we can do.
Anybody, is there a county-wide grant writer or?
Have you?
yeah,
Well, there used to be, but I don't know if they even have one anymore,
Yeah.
to be honest.
but you might try to think about reaching out to somebody that could help you. You know, Mike Kleinpeter does Kleinpeter Consulting. He's a grant writer. He used to work for Okra, and I mean, it costs, but he does a good job. He does all the grant administration, the paperwork, the bidding, the notices, and everything. You know, might be somebody you can at least ask about, because I know Dunkirk is applying for that kind of a grant right now for one of their buildings that they're trying to tear down.
Well, here's the quote for the new.
Well, the only thing I know the county's giving out without going through Ochre or any of that,
We got no other.
if the town owned a house,
Yeah.
even tore down, they'll give you 10,000 for it. That's it.
So,
Yeah, we can't turn, that's under our deductible, so.
yeah,
This building I would,
this.
this building I would like to look at it,
Okay,
because they're just gonna seal around all the unit, anything that comes up through the roof, they're gonna seal around there, so I'd like to get up there and look at it and see if I
good
can do
idea
that.
what's going on.
I
Okay,
think I
that's
can.
fine, yeah, that's fine, so we'll do, so we're gonna table the whole old fire department building, see if we can't find some access or avenue to a grant, or any way to get money to help with it. I mean, if we can repair it, fine, I don't have a problem with the building sitting there, but it's always gonna be, if it's not our problem today, it's someone else's problem tomorrow. I mean, in all honesty, it's barely used, it's used for cold storage, and we keep a few pieces of equipment in it. I mean, for the cost of the roof, they could build a great big building, cover all of our
Right.
equipment.
That's
You know
what
I
he
mean?
said.
That's what I was gonna say.
He said, if you're gonna put, he said, I don't know what the estimate will be, because my estimator figured it all up, but he said, I guarantee you could build a building
Yeah,
to
you
store
could
what
build
you got in
you
there.
could build a 40, 80, 30,
40, yeah.
70, I mean, for less than this. So this is just good money thrown in a bad situation, so I say we table this, see what we can find out. Jeff just told me he wanted to go talk to people at the county about it and see what he can do.
I thought you were supposed to wheel Bill was going. What happened to that little deal?
I had to go to work, I'm sorry, that's my bad. So we're gonna table that, and then we also have an estimate for the roof here on the fire department.
What was it for?
39.75.
I think, he was telling me it was gonna be like 2,500, so.
We're gonna table this as well, to give Randy the opportunity to get her, he's a lifelong contractor himself, he understands it, knows what he's looking at, so give him an opportunity to take a look at it and see if Ridgeville just can't do it on our own time, and that includes.
He showed me the pictures, and that's when it's just cracked up around every unit, and he said, is this roof 20 years? Well, I think it's 21 or 22.
It was built in,
It's out there on the plaque, but I told him, I said, it's over
I
20.
think it was,
So he said, that's stuff.
99 or 2000? I'm almost certain it was 2000. 99, 2000, because I took training in the old building at 99, and then we moved this building.
That's June of 2002.
It's probably when they actually finished the grant.
That just said dedicated
Yeah,
2002, so it's still
yeah.
24 years old.
Yeah, it needs.
So he said that
it's
stuff's got its
up yet, so-
lifetime.
We're moving that through, Randy's gonna take a look at it. Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
oh,
Jane, do you know Jane Foster? Jane Stock Up?
Yeah,
I asked her if she writes grants, and she just texts me back and says, no, but check with Randolph County United. They have someone who writes grants.
I
Okay.
get hold of Carrie McCoy, she runs that.
She runs that now, I know about
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah, great, thank you for that. Got an empty seat up here.
There's an empty seat.
If you wanna come up here. Yes. All right. Elizabeth Schmidt, David Bogan West to contact Heather Clemens.
Yeah, I'm still working through that.
Okay. And that was on the meter tampering damage to it and who not, what not, so that's why we really like to have that contract in place that says,
Right.
you know, property owner, regardless, we can't control who you rent to, if they're not credit worthy, then we're gonna drop the hammer and let you pay the fine, let you pay everything assessed to you, so. Fair enough, moving on. Green Township amended fire contract.
Okay, so you guys signed this last time, but then there was a big discrepancy with
Shaneyville?
Shaneyfelt, and they had to make some changes, not really changes, they had to add this map that shows, it's marked off, which I did not get it printed in color, but shows where Ridgeville and Albany, Farmland, Parker, it's, yeah, so that's the only change that was
Is this about the coverage area? I mean,
Yes.
they're looking for that
made. Yes.
we should run mutual aid to Albany? Is that what they're saying, Randy?
I haven't read all that, but you do run mutual aid with all of us. We all have a statewide mutual aid agreement.
Exactly. I mean,
But Albany has been getting called, anything out west into your territory,
yes.
into individuals' territory, and there's some other areas, I don't know, between Saratoga, but I think it's mostly out there. And so they've been checking, and that Chris, I don't know who he is.
Shaneyfeld's our,
For emergency management.
Yeah,
Okay, he wanted it detailed.
yeah.
That's what he required for both the fire department of Ridgeville and the trustee to have, so.
well, it's, the contract is on their behalf and.
The contract never changed,
Right,
except
so
that
it really
area,
doesn't-
you wanted a map in
I
there.
mean, it is what it is,
Yeah.
because state steps, I mean, we mutual aid regardless of where it's at, so.
We all signed a statewide mutual aid agreement, that if you're called, you go, you know, if you have manpower to go,
You go.
you go.
Can't
If you take your trucks, you can, or you can say, hey, I can't leave, take all my trucks and go somewhere else,
Like-
because it's
like
not covered.
manpower.
So, if you're able to, you can, so.
Alright, well, I'll make a motion, we accept the Green Township fire contract. Jeff, row second. All in favor? Aye. Tornado siren update. New sheet metal being fabricated and powder coated, siren motor complete, waiting on radio activation from Winchester.
And with that, I got that like the day before, maybe a couple days before our last scheduled meeting, so it's been a little over a week. I got that update. Couple weeks maybe,
Okay.
so it should be about any time now.
Alright, so, there's nothing for us to move on other than we discussed it,
Yep.
so we'll move to the next item. Replacement slide for pirate ship at park.
I called a place in Muncie where it come out on a bypass where it come from. Jeff Kiskin told me where he got it. And it's right there, $785 for the slide. And the canopy on top's ripped. Right now it's not all the way tore off, but it's got a slice in it, which with the winds that we get every day, it will be. So that's 42 or 45, yeah, 142.
75 for new slide.
Yeah.
I say we make a motion to accept. I mean, let's not shortchange the kids that do use the park.
Maybe they'll give us a discount since I bought a building from them.
And there you go. So,
No discount, that's the price.
Being a public property.
Actually,
and,
that's where some of the dog kennels I
Oh, okay.
took
I
pictures
just-
of.
Let's, I'm gonna open this up real quick for the public, considering it's your park as well. What do you guys think about us replacing it? It's gonna cost us just short of $1,000, $900 to fix the slide, take care of the canopy.
It needs done, in my opinion, but we gotta, somehow we gotta keep an eye on that place better. These kids are tearing stuff up for the heck of it.
Yeah, that's a longer discussion, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's, I think that the council should move to have it replaced and fixed, town, people present,
There's a lot of kids that go over there.
yeah.
Do the, I mean,
it's worth it.
I see them over there, so.
You can't ask them to not get in trouble if you don't give them someplace to go. So, I'm gonna make a motion to accept this price, second by Jeff. All in favor, aye? Bush hog.
Got it today. Thanks, Tom, for letting me use the trailer. And,
Absolutely, anytime.
we got the wheel on it, on the back wheel, and Tim went and got the tractor down to the shop. So we're gonna start patching streets tomorrow, that's another thing, so I don't know if we'll get it on the tractor tomorrow, but
That's fine.
it's here.
No,
so.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
check the use
Keep
and
that
all that shit,
mowed
so.
before it gets too dark.
Oh, we've already mowed it twice down there now with the other mowers and so.
Nothing left for this discussion, it's done, so we're gonna move forward. Any questions about the bush hog? One was, donated to us by the American Legion,
Yes.
so we're gonna make use of that, and Randy picked her up today only because Tom Friend forgot to move his van, because he had a meeting in India, he didn't realize he had until 6 o'clock in the morning, and Randy could not get my trailer to go pick up the bush hog, so. Fair enough, all good. Leakage, old business, Eric.
No.
All right. Randy.
I don't know of. Well, utility bed, is that old or new? For,
You can bring it up now.
Household news.
I thought, yeah.
Woo. This is for,
The top one's a welded, you can read it, welded white utility bed.
this is for our new truck.
Yeah. And that's the labor to put it on, and there's one down there for a component one, which is, he's got one welded one left, and after that it'll be a component, so that's like, I don't know, $700 higher, I think.
So the top one here is the welded.
That's the welded, he circled it over there, and then that's labor.
We
And
don't,
then
you don't have to pay tax on that.
No, I got it, so I marked it out.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then here's the component that's pieced together like
Like we
so.
gotta put together ourselves then?
No, it's all there. It's just like if you would tear up the tailgate of it, you can unbolt that rear section of it or, side of it or whatever. So, but that's what they're all going to go
So,
to. He has one
what
welded.
account can we pull from, Tom, on equipment, trucks and stuff?
I'd have to phone call on that one, 'cause I don't know. This is what you want.
Yeah, that's just no option. I can't tell you either, I'm not caught up on this shit.
But if we do that, what's the bed off that truck worth?
I don't know.
Probably a couple thousand, to be honest. if you're
At the
lucky.
most, but it's got those toolboxes on there. I don't know what, Eric, do you remember what that option was inside there? There's two. I don't.
1,100-1,200 bucks.
So it would be, if the bed's worth 1,000 or 1,500 brand, I mean, it's not hurt. It's got that liner in it, and then it's got those two toolboxes.
Well, we could go under local road and street, right? It's a town's. We're
gotta see-
gonna talk like we know what we're talking about right here.
Well-
To me, I think I can make that stretch.
Tony knows.
Creative.
Yeah, some of that.
I can't remember which one's equipment.
I could look
The
it up.
actual
Yeah,
streets,
yeah.
but
There's three of them, and one of them's restricted, one's non-restricted, and there's another one you can buy
Well,
equipment.
there's
and
MDH restricted, and there's local road
Yeah.
and street.
one of them you
So,
can use
one
the
of
patch.
you can and one of you can't.
Yeah.
I would say the one that's higher is the one we can't.
Tony printed them out for me last week during the work truck. But that was about road stuff or pavement.
I'm
So
gonna go take a class and learn exactly what all this, how far I can push these things, just so.
2027, every board member has to go to school. They passed the new House bill. I just took a class.
Overboat.
Well, you probably won't have to go to here till 28 because they're going to do the first half of the alphabet next year and the second half. So you're R, so you'll be in the second half.
I'm gonna beat them to it. I'm just gonna go figure it out. I don't remember how they've changed since when I
Well,
asked.
Tony can give them to you. She printed them out for me.
Yeah, but I don't see that any of them
Say equipment.
Uh-uh.
I thought one of them said road.
We've got the ability to do it because we've still got. Is our edit correct, Tony, that we talked about in the past?
Oh, right here, purchase, rental, or repair of highway equipment,
Where's that at?
local road, and
Use it on the streets.
Yeah.
local road and street.
Is that's what I said? That's the one right here.
Good guess.
You got streets, you got
Makes
utilities.
sense to me. I mean, but my accountant also tells me I think that I'm creative. He says I'm a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
And it costs me.
But you also
It
got to
costs
watch
me
what you
heavily.
pull out of 'cause for grant matching for the roads.
Well,
Yeah, we're not gonna go. We're gonna try to, and I would like to blend more than one different area to try to make that happen.
well, this is kind of jumping ahead, but the local road and street, we could pay for that out of. I've already been looking into the CCMG. I've been making calls on that for a while, and which I didn't beat the people,
CCNG.
the street.
Community
grant.
crossing.
Community crossing grant.
Crossings.
Yep.
I didn't get, I was trying to get it beat before we got bashed on Facebook, but too late. So anyways, I talked to Janet. She budgeted for us 40,000 for grant matching in the MVH restricted.
Yeah, that's why it's here.
Yes, and
Yeah,
there
that's
is
$200,000 of the paving.
all the way.
That's a lot for a small town.
Yes, and we have like 80-some thousand in that fund.
You have 83, 344,
So she
41.
said if we get that done, pay for all the street work out of the
Restricted.
MVH restricted.
Restricted. That's
Yes.
why I figured it was so high. So then we can go local road and streets. So we can pull from that. Plus, there's also probably, if we wanted to get creative, we could split with the utilities
Yeah.
portionally as like maybe 30 or 20, 30% per each plus MVH. If well, sure, those aren't so healthy right now, but I mean, we can do that. But I'm saying there's ways we can go around and even take a little bit from the general to pump in to get that. So if we don't do this, we're just going to tear that truck up and tear the bed up and everything else. So
It's just,
do you
we make a
think
lot of
it's-
trips back and forth to the
you
barn
think-
trying to carry everything as far as tools and parts but
you
So what exactly is the riverboat money used for? Cause I haven't seen a paddle boat on the Mississippi wall in a casino.
I don't remember. I wonder if, I don't know.
that
There's
was,
also
'cause
one
it was
for,
like cigarette tax and all
cigarette
that
tax
that went
and
into that,
riverboat.
and they turned it into that riverboat, and it all went into one. I thought it was unrestricted at
I
one
thought it was
time.
too.
The
but-
riverboat, I know they said could be used for anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this, that's quite a bit there.
Oh, hey. Wow. I like that one too. We're going to use a few of them. So, Randy, do you think this is necessary? Utility bed for the truck.
some type of utility bed.
Is it A going to save you time and money in your productivity for the time
Yes.
of
It'd be more productive for us to have everything on a truck.
as opposed to making extra trips?
Yeah,
So
when
I
you
mean,
can't.
already we're getting production up, gives you time to do other things. We're saving money there. I think it's something we should do. I'm gonna open up real quick. Anybody out there have any issues with that? All right, I'm gonna make a motion that we move with getting this utility bed put on the truck. We might as well take care of the equipment we were able to get. So, Jeff, do I have a second?
So,
All in favor? Aye.
And then we'll put the other bed up for sale.
yes,
Sure. Probably. No, I don't know. We don't have to bid that. We can just put it
Yeah.
for sale.
Yeah, if it's under
Anything-
5,000.
Oh,
Will
is
they
it
give you
5,000?
trade-in
I thought it was
on
anything
that?
valued over 500. You had to take seal bids, but maybe
They
they.
changed that.
I hope.
Change that. But, I mean, will they take that bed on trade?
No.
They don't want nothing to do
He
with
said
it.
if we don't want it, he takes them to the scrapyard twice a year. But if you want it, I
All
said,
right, we'll try to sell it.
Yeah,
off.
well,
Somebody
that's-
trash something.
he said it's your best interest to take it and try to sell it yourself because I'm not giving you nothing for it. I don't allow nothing for it. So I just talked to him today about it.
well, it won't fit mine.
Randy, is that clear you for old business then?
Yeah.
New business, leak adjustment request. We have,
We had one more come right in right at the end of the day yesterday, so I didn't get the name added on here. We have one from Mike Shaw, Lynn Wells, Abby Slocum, and Mark Hirschberger. They all have leaks.
have they resolved their leaks?
Yes.
Have they cleared the deal with Randy? Randy's
Hirschberger, I
checked-
checked today. There was no leak. I didn't know he had one originally.
And the rest of them, you haven't,
I've done all their- I think I signed
with
them.
all of it, so
I think I signed
they
them.
followed the rules, they asked what we asked to be done.
Yep.
I make a motion that we accept their request for adjustment. Jeff, do I have a second? You got something to say? Or you-
Nope, sorry.
All in favor? Aye. I don't need to sign any of these.
No,
Part of town property, so. Ordinance 2026-4, ordinance to amend the text of the Unified Zoning Ordinance.
And I know we just did this, but, where did I put it?
Oh, you always got so much papers. Definitely. You can approve, move, and sign it in the morning if you don't have it with you. It's not the end of the world.
Right here, right here.
I knew you had it in there somewhere. Your 17 paper clip is waiting for me.
Well, I have stuff all nicely put together.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna read this by title only, one time. Ordinance number 2026-4, ordinance to amend the text of the Unified Zoning Ordinance of Randolph County, Indiana. This is what we subscribe to, this is what we do. It's our ordinance, we don't have the ability to have our own zoning board or make up the rules, laws, and things with it, so we apply to them. They cover us, they take care of us, they're supposed to handle our problems when it comes to zoning. I make a motion, we accept this. Second, all in favor? Aye. That's it. I sign, you sign. CCMG. That's the, we just spoke about that, right, with the roads?
Yes, some of the stuff, that we had to do at the end of last year, when he had to go around and rate all the streets like that, there was something I had to print for that. And actually, when I talked to Tyler Hatzel at Brooks Construction, he recommended I talk to Kathy, which is the clerk in Bern, and I used to work with her a lot with GBT, and she does their CCMG all by herself. She doesn't hire an engineer. She said she'd help me whatever I needed, so
Okay.
that'll save us some money. Deadline is July 31st to get that application done, and Tyler's gonna be. I think he said he was gonna get a hold of you
Yeah,
about coming.
I'll get a
over.
list of
So
roads
gonna
where
get us-
what I think, and then you guys can look, because it's better to, we don't have to stay in one area, but to do, blocks at a time, a few, instead of just spot hitting there, so.
Pick some of the worst areas
Yeah,
to go after,
well,
and keep
I mean,
it close, keep the.
You got suggestions, I just don't want a few 100 feet, we need to do longer the better.
There's that one down there like Tim Pool.
Well, that was on there, Orchard's on there, I'll have a list, but like I said, we wanna get this done and May have this list so we can get,
Yeah, I agree.
But if we do Tim Pools, we'll put a sign there, no semis.
Well, the road's not ready to work
The
anyway.
sun's been
There's
going
no
right
base
down.
on it, so,
Main Street needs it, there's a section of 5th Street right over here that needs it.
come down.
Right, this whole intersection right here
Over here
needs it,
some more.
from,
Um,
halfway down from the old city building
I
and
would like
around
to,
the Legion
put it
area.
out there to the public when you're out walking, golf
Yeah.
karting.
Real bad crumbling
Pick
streets,
pen,
cause
paper.
we had to rate them.
Give us
And
the
you can't,
areas
you
that
can't start
think
paving the ones that are rated an 8
some
before you
attention.
pave ones that are 4. You gotta go a worse one, so,
Right, but I would like to take the input from the town.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be back here saying this road, that road, whatever, we're gonna go with what we think is the worst. But I also want input, not just, I don't think this is something the council should decide without public input. Some of these roads I don't live on, I only drive down because I am told, I have no social media myself, but I hear about it. Thanks, Ms. Roper. People like that. My wife likes to tell me about stuff said about me, which I could care less. but-
She's brave enough to talk back. You-
Anyways, I would appreciate as much input as we get from the town. And just write down the roads that you drive on and say, hey, these are really crappy.
Yeah.
And,
Well, we
give us
can't
an
use
idea
this
where
to
it's
patch,
at.
you can't use it to patch the money we're pulling from, it has to
It's gonna be
be
where
for
we improve
surfacing.
the road.
Yeah, it can't be just a hole or a cut across
No,
the
so,
road, so.
and keep that in mind, like
Yeah.
Randy said.
And we're gonna start working on those tomorrow, the potholes, and then a couple more weeks, we'll get that machine back from the county. It just can't be 2 or 3 days in a row.
Right,
So-
so
they're
we
like-
are, so you let everybody know we're working on it. But again, not to beat a dead horse, so they say, but when you're restricted on what you have to spend, it's tough. You gotta start picking and choosing, and not everyone's gonna be happy about it. So just keep that in mind.
There's a lot of bad streets around.
There are, so we want to target the ones that are the worst and the longest run we possibly can. And if we get those out of the way, then we can focus more on patching until we got more money to do something
Yeah.
with. And with Tony and what she's done, and God bless her, and the work she's done with other. Who's Jana? Where's she from?
She's from LGS, that local government services one.
We're about to send her a gift because she helped us with the budget. She helped us budget in. She's been doing it for so long that she knows an idea of what you should put in ahead of time. A lot of this is actually saving us right now because Tony took the time and the effort to reach out and find out how to actually do it. How to do it. So.
We
so
knew Tony was good for the position, yeah.
I think she should get an internship for the rest of her life.
And it's an 80-20 grant, so
Yeah.
we only have to pay 20% matching. So, you know,
So I mean,
we put in 40. That's 160,000 they'll put in. That's 200,000. That gets you a long way.
that
I mean,
gets
that's
a
all-
lot
I mean,
done. So we're gonna be very careful about that account, what we do with it. But
Bunch.
I mean,
Well, it's very hard to spend anything out of that, so when she, with
Yeah.
what we have in there, when she told me 40,000, I was pretty excited, I was like, heck yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
do much paving for 40,000.
What?
No.
Oh, $200,000
You can
it'll
with
do.
the other
With
80%.
20, so that's
Yes.
why that's how you love that.
So,
stuff.
Because we trying to decide if we could afford 20,000 or 30, you know, and all of a sudden she said, "Well, I budgeted 40." I'm like, "Yeah, $200,000." So,
we can make a noticeable improvement
Oh.
with that kind of money, honestly.
and I've worked with Tyler Hatzel a lot with Brooks Construction. He's a red keyboard warrior.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
you
Yeah.
know, so
Fantastic, Randy. Thank you for what you've done. Time put into it. All right. So, any questions about that? All right.
but that's 2027.
Yeah, it's not tomorrow.
I mean, the grant goes in this year, they don't award it, and then you do it paving next year. So,
Bids on the old Dodge. I have a bid, one bid, and only one bid in front of me.
Well, do we have to advertise or anything for that, because we've had so many people calling and,
Didn't we advertise or no?
no,
Oh, we didn't have a meeting, did we?
no,
yeah.
so, but we've had.
We ought to put it
we've
out
had
there,
been
put it
dropped
out.
off.
Yeah, you ought to put it out there.
Yeah.
That you're gonna hold the one you got till next
Yeah.
meeting, but advertise it. And I would. I
Okay.
would.
Yeah, I recommended
you're
advertising
gonna-
it because
I don't have a clue what to do.
Yeah.
Just call down there, put a notice.
What?
We'll get you the information.
Give me the information.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know it all. I don't. Rust buck is what I would call it, but
You might be surprised.
it's
the transfer case might be good, but I don't know about
I think the tires are pretty decent on it.
that. Might be, but
So we're gonna sell it for tires. Okay, we're gonna table that and move on. We're gonna advertise for bids. Wes is gonna work with Tony on that. We're gonna get that done. Part-time officers, Eric, talk to us, buddy.
Well, I've spoken to 3 and I've gotten shot down by 3.
Okay.
Working with it.
So, all of us are aware of the situation in Ridgeville. I'll take responsibility for it. We lost the deputy. We still have our marshal. The council hasn't moved to replace that position. And I'll be completely honest, because at the time, through the winter, it wasn't much of a problem. It's a very big problem now. We probably could have done more, and I did not. So that would be a failure on my part. I take responsibility for that. But now it's a situation where I hear as many complaints as everybody else, and I understand the situation. We gotta take control. The only one of the main things I ever said running for this council was we'll always have law and order. Well, I've kind of let that slide because it wasn't there. And I was kind of back of my mind thinking, well, if I don't have to replace that position, at least I'm saving budget because we're short on money and there's a lot of things to do in town. But now it's a problem and we got to take care of it. So we've talked with Eric in a special meeting, just an open meeting with us. I don't know how I was supposed to say that on tape, but we did.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, so we did that, and we brought some ideas up of potentially bringing in off-duty officers from other agencies to just come on patrol, just to be here in a car driving around writing tickets. That's not going to be popular either once people start getting tickets. The problem is, even with the money we're offering, which is decent, but evidently not enough to draw anybody in. So we're still working that route, but Eric also has himself another route where maybe we do hire another deputy and go about it a different way, because I have no interest in training any more people through the full academy and fully decking them out so another agency can take them away from us. I'm just so over that, but with that comes another page of things that puts it on Eric, where these people don't have all of the same training. They don't have all the same, basically training is what it really boils down to. But we need coverage, and we're working towards that. Like I said, we've already had a special meeting. We've talked with Eric extensively about it. And we're trying to make changes and make moves to fix the situation and get some control back in Ridgeville, because one guy, 40 hours a week, can't cover the time. I mean, you're looking at, 24-hour day, there's 3 shifts a day, it's 21 shifts a week.
168 hours.
he's gonna cover, right, I mean, it's one guy. And we know with social media and everything else, they don't have nothing to do but do what they do. They're watching, waiting, seeing, and they're all connecting with each other. They're networking to say when he isn't on. So when asked, you can tell people that we're working on it, and no one's gonna be happy about it, but we are trying. And it's a tough sell right now, and I don't know where it's gonna go, but we're gonna make some changes and some adjustments. There's issues statewide how we can't just take our reserves and turn them into part-time kind of thing, because it requires them to do more and this and that, and if all they want to do is come and help, then once they start a part-time position, after so long, then they lose their privileges and powers. They can no longer be a reserve. They have to either go full-time or nothing at all, which really hurts a small community. So that's where we're at with it. Eric, anything you'd like to add to it?
No, what you're just saying there, that's, you can use that tool one of two ways, but that tool's actually put into place for the town to have the intention of sending someone through the
Right.
academy.
It's not set up
But
for us
then
to have
at
it
the end
easy
of
way
the
out.
year, you haven't, then you can pull it,
Right.
which they don't like to do that, but it is what it is. A lot of the towns, not all of them, but there's a lot out there right now that are flooding the town with reserves. There's like small towns that have 22, 26 reserves. And it's not good for Ridgeville to do that. Our ordinance right now reads that our maximum of reserves is 8, and I'm comfortable with that. That was a good policy put in place. You flood your town with that many reserves that are mildly educated, you're probably looking at a civil suit at some point in time. And not that you got bad officers, you just got officers that just sometimes don't know how to keep out of violating some civil rights. So, anyhow, that said.
Yeah. So we're working on it, just like the roads. It's on the radar. We're doing what we can. We're not the only small town, so that leaves in a situation where who has the most money to throw at it, and unfortunately, we're not in the top 10 of money to throw at it. So do what we can. We'll make moves forward. Eric's working both angles of that, like I said before. We're still trying to come up with better, more ideas for it.
And I got a few more contacts to make, yes.
Yeah, maybe somebody fall into place. So if not, then it is where it is. But we're gonna make something happen. Eric refused to deputize me last weekend.
No, I told you I'd deputize you, I just wouldn't give you guns.
He said you deputized Bert. I wasn't allowed to even be. But anyway, it was all joking set aside. All right, no discussion on that, and we'll move on to the next item. So, best way.
Eric and I was talking about this yesterday. I think
Yeah.
we were talking about it. Just to kind of get it out there to remind people, we're gonna send some notices out and stuff too, and put it on the flyer that you can set up to 3 large items out the first of the month for pickup. But you have to contact Best Way and let them know. But it's basic,
So,
not the
spread the word.
appliances.
It's
not
on
the
you to
TVs,
contact
not
Best Way. Email, tell them address. You're gonna have additional items.
These people that just set sofas out there at the edge of the road, and for some reason they're there for a month and they can't understand why they didn't put them up. That's what I want to remind you. And then what goes with that is what we were talking about was our townwide cleanup. People can't go setting stuff out a week ahead of time.
I mean, the perpetual rummage sale that never ends, and then they leave it sit there for 3 months afterward.
Yeah,
No, I mean, we'll just put on the back. I mean,
They just need a reminder that maybe,
the rummage sale
it's
is.
on a Saturday, so
June
maybe when that previous Wednesday and before, we're okay with them setting it out.
You can't put it out there and leave it for the whole summer. And it's not getting picked up.
And
It's
then
all
when that
that
townwide
Like here
cleanup
on
is,
me, I wish they'd take advantage of that service.
and then like when the townwide cleanup is over, and
Has
for
to be
some
removed.
reason, their stuff didn't get picked up.
Well, like electronics, they don't. Construction debris, they won't. Concrete, they
Batteries,
won't.
tires, things that don't-
Wet paint,
debris.
asphalt, all that stuff they won't.
They
So
won't
then it
take
just
the
gets
rubbish.
left there, and then the homeowner it's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
won't take, did you say limbs and debris?
They won't take
They
yard
take
waste,
any of
large,
that.
yeah,
No,
no
so
electronics,
it's-
no
it's
computers.
household,
maybe we can actually lay something out, a nice page, but then make a short announcement and then refer to our website. Say, hey, go read this.
yeah, just do that. Put something on the webpage and say, we ask that you go to the website.
Actually, Doty
read-
did have a thing made up before where it was a flyer that was Pleasant Well that had no tire, had pictures of
Yeah,
tires.
no tires,
all
no,
that.
no hazardous
That
material.
last year.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue what we're doing, and we'll nicely notify people one time, say, hey, you gotta get it off the street, you gotta get out of the yard. If not, you're gonna get ticketed for it. If they don't wanna do it, then they get a ticket for it.
When is cleanup? Townwide?
June 20th.
June 20th.
And then can I
June 20th?
suggest something, Tony, maybe put on a flyer, cause I do it, at Pollution Solution in Winchester. You know, people have, I know it costs $25 and a lot of people don't have money, but, you know, if they wanna get rid of things like that, you can add that on there. They're real
Yeah,
good.
give them a place to go. Give them
Yeah,
an opportunity
yeah.
somewhere to take something. I
Yeah.
agree with that. I mean, look into Pollution Solution, check their website out. There's things that we don't take. All right, moving forward. Reestablishing CCD fund, public hearing at next meeting, May 12th.
Yes. I know I talked to you about it, but I got it done.
Okay.
So you just need to introduce this. This is, which I know I talked to you guys about this. Basically, we are trying to reestablish to get the maximum. I don't understand it all. But anyways, it brings more money into the town. So I think we're collecting like $1,300 a year now. Once this goes through, it will be at the max, like we won't have to do it again, and it'll bring like over $5,000 in a year.
That's a community cap.
When's the next census due?
Not till 2030.
Yeah, so
So it's 5 cents a dollar.
So nothing has to be signed tonight, it's gotta be introduced. That's all my notes and stuff do.
How far do I have to read this, Wes? It won't hurt.
No.
I
you
just,
don't.
you don't have to read it, I just introduced.
So we're going to introduce a new taxing unit to town of Ridgeville, County of Randolph, cumulative fund, cumulative cap development fund. So it's IC 336-9-15-.5.2.
It's a resolution, but
So I'm just making the public aware, we're going
Yes.
to
Vote on it.
make a resolution. We have to vote on this right now.
No.
No.
Next
Next
Not
month.
till the 12th.
Yeah.
So, do I have to read this then? It's a resolution. Town of Ridgeville, Indiana, Resolution 2026-7, resolution to establish a cumulative capital development fund to establish a maximum tax rate. Whereas pursuant to Indiana code, not gonna go into all of that. It's 5 cents per $100 of assessed valuation. 26 pay 27. This will be available for you if you want to go to the clerk's office and read through, or get a copy to take home and read through. Can we scan it on the website too, or no?
yeah, we will.
We'll put it on the website there, it's there, so you can have the ability to go resource it.
And it's been in the it's gonna be in the paper on April
April
28th.
28th. And make that. So at this point, I'm just making the public aware, we're assessing for a cumulative cap fund, which allows us to have the money to come back into Ridgeville to be able to, what's the,
Large items. Capital fund where you can buy your property, fire trucks, big equipment, things like that.
and also maybe on that cap fund, we can also use that to tear down
Yeah, that'd be a big, yeah.
buildings,
It's,
things
it's,
like
it's
that.
like a savings account, so you can look
abandoned
forward
houses,
to
so we
bigger,
start putting it
to
into
bigger
like
projects.
bills, and then we have the ability at that point to decide, the town can
Yeah.
decide or help decide what to do with that money. But we have these houses that we're gonna try to take back, from the county, when they come up on the tax record, so we can start getting rid of some of these eyesores and maybe do something better with properties, so.
And there's blight grants out there for that also, if we can find a grant writer.
We'll check into the county.
I make a phone call.
Tony, you going to school to be a grant writer?
I know, I'm not gonna say that. Tony's gonna call some people, I'll call some people, see what the best way for us to go about getting some granting and grant writing done, and
I think Kelly Sheets are experienced too. She said something about helping the jail with a grant.
Maybe.
I mean,
It's worth, anything's worth a shot right now. I mean, anything we can get that fits our budget, which is, anyways. So, with that being stated, we're gonna table this, we're gonna move it forward. I'll make a motion to table, Jeff, second. All in favor, aye. I guess I made a motion last 2 tables, but, okay, old business, Eric.
No.
Randy.
No.
Boy, oh boy. Everybody who took time to come here tonight, anything you'd like to add to this meeting?
Do we
I have something to add.
discuss the wastewater
Busy
project?
homemakers.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish more of them were here, because I'm not exactly sure of the situation, but we are looking to replace the pots. We're gonna get new ones.
Okay.
But I don't know if you guys bought them from us all those years ago, so I was just told to come up here and make sure you guys are okay with us replacing them. We're gonna replace
Amen.
them.
Praise the
Yeah,
Lord.
we're gonna,
Yes.
we're gonna try to sell the ones we can. We're gonna keep them up at the art shop until, that's our plan, to put them up there and try to sell them. Then we're gonna get 8 new ones, if that's okay.
Well, let's add, so I make a motion.
And then we have one
Takes
more
care of all that,
question.
this
What's our question?
Are you able to move?
Oh yes, are you able to help us?
I will,
Neighbors?
the town of Ridgeville, being that it's on public property, will help when Randy has time to coordinate with the busy homemakers to move.
They're hard to move.
Yes.
Tim and I both scared about, because they can crack. They're that
Yeah.
brittle. So
Are they that
we'll,
little?
yes,
So-
we'll try. We'll get it done.
Okay.
I mean,
The town of Ridgeville will help take care
We
of
will
that.
coordinate that when we get.
Well, then before I buy one, I'll let you know. 'Cause I
Yeah,
kinda want
yeah, we
one.
want one that's not cracked, yeah.
She wants one that survives the move.
Okay, so
Move
yeah.
they tried to move one when the big semis were coming through here and they couldn't get it done. But we have moved them with the backhoe before, so
Okay.
we'll get them
We'll
moved.
be glad to help, and
Okay.
we appreciate all the
Yes.
work of busy homemakers and you
Okay.
ladies all involved.
And I think you got a set of forks with.
Yeah, we got them down
Yeah,
there
I'm
today,
gonna
but
bring that up.
Yeah.
it's
about that, yeah.
what?
Surf internet.
Fiber.
Oh, I was gonna say, bring it up about forks. We got forks. I used them today.
Yeah, I don't know, the guy keeps contacting me about getting a permit and this and that, and I'm like,
They're supposed to be starting. They're gonna be putting broadband fiber.
Optics in town. I mean,
I mean, the
I don't
guy went
think-
through his field with internet and everything, it sounds like it's gonna
If
be
it's
a
a
really
permitting
good
thing, I
deal.
would think you need to go through the county.
Yeah, should we?
Yeah,
That's what I told
And
them.
there
The
was
county
a
takes
guy
care of it.
a while back, oh gosh, it's been 6 months down behind our house, and I'm like, what are you
Frontier.
doing? And they said
Was-
about fiber.
Well, it was a
Yeah,
couple of years
Frontier's
ago,
supposed
I'd
to
go to the county barn for a meeting, and they was talking about putting fiber optics in the county, but they was starting on the south end, but they wasn't gonna be up here for quite a long time. And I didn't know if this had anything to do with it, because it wasn't called that, so.
Well, all the wireless internet they put in ain't worth it.
Under. Yeah, that's
Doesn't
good.
work enough.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
ladies, much appreciate you.
Go to church.
Yeah,
Thanks.
church, yes.
Get with us. We'll move those whenever you need them.
Okay.
Praise God.
Alright, so, if there's no other business bringing before this board, yes, sir, please.
Yep. Jeff and I said something last week at the office, so it's getting warm.
Bring that back up.
Yep.
See where we're.
And we talked about that with those funds.
Yeah,
Going
in those
through
funds, we
the
said, seeing where we could do some stuff with
Okay.
sidewalks, so
Okay.
we haven't forgot you,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I-
between mowing and.
Kinda freshen it up and
But,
see.
yeah,
We have every intention of helping you get that.
yeah,
repaired.
yeah, a few weeks ago, Jeff said something in the office about getting with you,
I
so.
kinda noticed, Wendy kinda noticed today, they're bringing windmill stuff through. Are they still bringing windmill
They're
stuff?
bringing
They
this
have
big
not,
equipment.
I don't know
Or transformers.
what it, yeah, cause the solar stuff I think has
It's
stopped,
done.
and now it's something new.
Something
that's been
yesterday
coming
was
through.
new.
Well, we noticed they're on that south side of the building over there.
They've been up on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
And they're pushing it.
Oh,
They're pushing
they were
it.
right up against your sidewalk numerous times. We've watched it.
Wendy saw that today, she pointed it out.
So it
They
it
have
did
right
damage
up by
to the
your building.
sidewalk?
Well,
Cause we
their-
dealt with that
That's
when
the
they
old
did it.
slate
their
stuff.
problem is the people that live in the apartment across the street from the PD
Yeah.
are refusing to move their vehicles. She threw a fit the day I walked up there and said, hey, can you move your vehicle just for a little bit so they can make this corner? And I was called everything but
Then why don't we call Slocum to come tow the son of a gun out of the way?
Because it's
well,
state
it's a
public
state
parking.
highway and
State
it's
highway
it's
and
not
market,
even our
and
project.
we can't do anything about that.
Even when her van was moved, they still get up on, they're still up on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, we need the information, because we had a sidewalk replaced because of that. before I was done the last time on the council,
Yeah,
when they got up on the
that
curb and they broke it down in front of the building catty corner to you, which Rodney owns now.
Yeah.
They got up there, drove the curb, broke the sidewalk, they come in, they replace that.
I don't know if it's
I
the
worked
same
with
building.
that guy, it doesn't matter.
I don't
You
know who
can
it
get the
was.
information, if you
Well,
need to
I
stop
got
somebody to
the
get the
guy's phone
information.
number.
There you go.
Cause I called, cause when they kept coming through, and
Oh,
I was
that's
like, you let us know when you're coming.
One time
You
they
can try
called
to
me, and they
arrange.
haven't called me since. And
Yeah,
the
but
So
I
if you
have
have
that.
advance notice, you can put more, you can try to, I mean, like
Yeah,
other
and that's why I
cities
did,
and
try to be
towns,
nice,
do
knock on
not
the
park
door.
for 24 hours so he's gonna come
That'll be
through.
an easier route.
Well, there's bridges involved and things like that, and this is the way it doesn't come under any.
They just came through here, what was it, yesterday? day before?
Tuesday?
I
That was,
don't know when they.
it was a
never
different,
seen it.
different company.
Monday or Tuesday they come through and had the whole
Monday.
floor shut down.
Monday, because we were locating
Yeah,
down here on Vine.
I've
And
seen it.
And see, you know, they're getting a state
Have you seen
permit.
it? Yeah. When did
Yeah,
you-
so it's state highway, there's not what we can do, but what we can do though is we can get, if they do cause damage, they're responsible to take care of it, and they have in the past,
Is
and
it
they
still
will
in
again,
Ridgeville?
cause I will follow up.
I
with
think,
that.
yeah, I thought that
And,
was,
I got a
no, I mean.
contact.
I knew you had a number, but I
know
know-
about it, come down from Canada.
I have a video of them doing it, going around the corner, but
She's got the contact information. then.
When you get with me, then we can, I mean, we'll understand that if they can have no option but to do that, then they're responsible for repairing what they've done, so. Any other
That's
business?
massive.
All right, yeah, we
There was
gotta
two
bring
of
in-
them.
the guy gets out of his truck and the truck keeps moving and the truck's driving and he's outside trying to make
They said
adjustments.
he's right up
Oh.
there, yeah.
Oh, he's right on their sidewalk, I mean, on that
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of sidewalks, if we're gonna do a little bit with that, if we could, but the sidewalk that goes by the police station down toward the Dollar General on this side,
Yeah,
South side?
okay, where that tree stump's got it all humped up, I'm not saying we need to replace it, we need to remove it at least, and
Take that,
He won't have no
health
problem.
and safety danger away from it.
he has no problem at all having that taken out either.
yeah.
Alright, then let's.
Yeah, I think Phil will be all.
Even if we
happy
like
with that.
pour stone back in there just to
Yeah.
kind of make a mound, I'm,
We're talking about-
you know, but
Right.
The house just west of the town hall.
Yeah.
I seen that concrete right at the tree is all
Yeah.
bubbled
See,
up.
when they first come in to do the
Yeah.
highway and they was gonna do sidewalks, I thought they was talking about that
yeah,
sidewalk too.
I
Apparently
was
not.
hoping.
Alright,
When we do their sidewalk, I mean, we talking hiring somebody to do that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, not
I
you
think,
guys.
I think,
We'll hire.
well, the tools and all that, I mean,
No, I don't even know where my floats are, or
I'd
even
have-
that myself, they're in a bucket
been about
somewhere.
15
I hid
years.
a bucket from myself, so I didn't have to ever worry about.
I know where those hand tools are, but as far as floats and all that, I'll probably loan them to somebody.
I probably did too, I know, I don't want.
I need to start looking for that stuff.
We'll bid it out, we'll get
Okay.
it done, we'll have a company come in, and, we'll look at it that way, so,
I
yeah.
appreciate you guys.
We, yeah, so we intend to take care of it, and again, we'll follow up, and remind me anytime you see me about the situation, get with me so I can get a number, so I can call those people and tell them they're already creating damage. We're not gonna throw a fit about it, we just want things fixed.
Yeah, they need to kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand,
She's
state
coming
highway
down from
commitment,
B&A, and they are, they're,
Well-
it's crumbling, and then as they go around there, they're kinda pushing it towards the door.
yeah,
It's not
so,
real bad right now, but it's gonna get bad.
so we'll stay on
Yeah.
top of that, forward the number to me, and I'll make a call and see if I can get them down here to talk to us about it.
Oh, they're
I
from
did.
Florida.
Well, the last one was from Canada, he come down and had a meeting with them.
Yeah.
It was from Ontario.
Where were they going with those? Kentucky?
Is there any other business?
Bowling Green, Ohio.
Huh?
Any other business bring
No.
before this meeting?
I'm-
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting, next meeting, May 12th at 6 p.m.
7. They go much later, we might make it.
Aye.
And talk
I
to
got
him.
yours too.
He's been,
I saw one of those one time on the way
I mean, they've been,
I think we're on
there
our
are
way
three
to
of them
Coke
right
now.
now,
on,
three vehicles, but
yeah.
they've been staying,
I know we were
the only
like
thing
going-
is, they're
I don't know
blocking,
where I was
they're
going.
blocking the.
They
road.
pulled into
So
a-
Mike had
a truck stop.
Yeah.
with some
Yeah,
that's
and-
why.
They can only be on the highway certain hours and all that.
And they were trying to pull that out, they had, it was right at an intersection, and they were trying to pull that thing out, and it was low, and I didn't think they were gonna make it, cause that.
They can raise parts and turn parts and slide parts.
They had the state police out there blocking off that
Yep.
intersection.
That driver got out of that truck and it was still just creeping.
I mean,
Guys,
there's no problem, it's just been
It was
there
crazy.
all weekend, and we, she
No.
couldn't get into the door to get in there.
No, no,
See,
Hey, guys.
no, girl, no.
I'm gonna show you guys.
No good.
I just said.
Because
Man, you got the
I'm
dropsies.
for the- I know, gosh, It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
I agree.
The drop offs.
It's been a lot better, you know.
Drop
right
off
there,
over
you
here?
know.
Yeah.
Don't bring a hole
Over here.
on your bridges,
And we
someone
moved
else
down.
will step right up in their
Oh,
place.
I know.
Right there on the corner would be the
All
right
right,
place,
man.
always works out on camera.
Yeah. All right.
Just tell me where you want it. We got out of camera, we'll add it.
You told me?
You gotta be careful where we put it over there. For us snow plowing, we can't get the plow turned there.
I think I'm